Hi friends, I hope you're all well. Today I would like to share a little bit of what I've learned about reishi mushrooms, which contain compounds that can be a beneficial support to the immune system. You can use reishi in tincture form. It's also available as a powder, and of course you can buy the actual mushrooms and cook them. Reishi mushrooms are considered by many to be an adaptogenic food. However, there are only about 8 or 9 herbs that are truly adaptogenic, and the reishi mushrooms are not among them. Although reishi mushrooms have some adaptogenic properties like supporting the immune system, helping the body adapt to stress, it does not meet all of the criteria to be considered an actual adaptogen. Of course, as we learn more, this may change in the future. So, how do reishi mushrooms help the immune system? Well, they contain complex sugars or polysaccharides that attach to specific receptors in our immune cells. And what happens is, although the polysaccharides are harmless, the immune system sees them as a threat, and that triggers an immune response. And eventually, if you keep eating reishi mushrooms using the tincture or the powder, what happens is the immune system becomes more resilient, more robust, more functional, and is better able to respond to a virus or any other actual threat. These beneficial polysaccharides are water soluble. So a good way to use reishi mushrooms is to cook them into a soup or a broth. However, this can take a while to get the beneficial compounds out of reishi mushrooms. You can have to simmer the soup for up to 2 hours. And if you don't want to do that, you can get the powder form and add that to the soup or the broth. And you can also just add a teaspoon of it to hot tea, hot cocoa, hot coffee. And it has, the taste is mild, kind of a slightly earthy taste that blends well with other flavors. So your hot chocolate will still taste like hot chocolate. You can also use reishi mushrooms as a tincture or an extract. And an important thing to know if you're shopping for reishi extract is, as I mentioned before, a lot of the beneficial compounds are water soluble or only obtainable or extractable through water. Of course, most tinctures are alcohol based. So you want to look for reishi extract, you want to look for what's called a double extract. And what that is, it's uh, part alcohol based tincture and part water based tincture or extract. And that way you get the compounds and the constituents that are obtainable through alcohol and also the water soluble compounds. So that was a lot of information. And what I'm going to do is post some links, some references in the comments that you might want to look over if you want to review what I said. And that's all for now. I will see you again soon. Take care of each other and be brave.